Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Hunter Tuned. I figured I'd give you guys a really quick update on the Mustang. I got everything working with the computer, talking to the ECU again, because if you guys don't know, I've been complaining that I've been having some laptop issues with the car. And now I got the Tuner Studio talking to the Gold Box again. I have to open the program and run it as administrator. I don't know why my computer doesn't automatically do that, but if I run it as administrator, everything works. So that is really cool. I'm able to tune the car again. So I took this thing out for a couple rips on the street today, and with the new next gen 7875. And let me just tell you guys, I am super happy with this turbo. It is awesome. It literally has the same exact power as my billet 80 millimeter, and this thing on gate pressure, which is about 11 pounds of boost with this combo, 11 pounds of boost is literally blowing the tires off at 100. Like, it's making just as much power up top as the 80 millimeter. At least from the butt dyno, it is the exact same. And my transmission is also way better. I don't know what the transmission guy did this last time around fixing my trans, but it shifts so good. Like, it's never felt this good before. And I've always had a problem with the transmission where it would bleed off into third gear. Like if I shifted 1, 2 and I wasn't floored in second, it would automatically shift to third. And this is a manual valve body, so which should not do that. So anyways, I think he put a new pump in it and some other small things inside the trans, and I think the pump was a big problem for a long time with this transmission. So that's why we've been having a lot of problems, I think, and why the trans has been out a bunch. But new transmission will go into any gear I tell it to at any time, which is how it should be, and it doesn't bleed off into any other gears. So that could have been a hindrance too. I don't know if the transmission stuff could have affected how the car ET'd at the track, but let me just tell you guys, this thing on 11 pounds of boost is shitting and getting. Yeah, this new VS Racing Next Gen 7875 with the giant back housing. The back housing is the same as the 80, or it's very similar to the 80. It's like 0.5 AR difference. I have the two-step currently set at 3,800 RPM, and I can build 10 pounds of boost within 2 seconds. Before, with the 80 millimeter, I could build 10 pounds of boost in 8 seconds at 4,500. So at 700 RPM lower, with no pressure on the gate, no nothing, this turbo is like just screaming, ready to rip. I'm super happy. I could have made the 80 millimeter work. I know there was a lot of guys commenting and being like, oh, you know, your hot side's too big, or your hot side's this, or it's the hot side causing your 80 millimeter not to spool. And that's just simply not the case, guys. We tried 3 different combinations of hot sides on this car. None made any difference. The only thing that actually made a difference on the 80 was putting a bigger downpipe on it. That was the only thing that actually affected spool time. And yeah, so like I said, I have the TIC Stage 3 turbo cam in this thing, and it just doesn't have enough exhaust grunt down low to spool the turbo. This cam is a high RPM ripper. It literally makes huge power after like 5,500, 6 grand. Sorry, I'm itching my nose a lot because my mustache hair is getting in my nose. So yeah, this combo is gonna rip. I really hope, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to get the 60 foot down to the 1.3 range. And if that's possible, got the itch. You guys are probably thinking I'm fucking sniffing coke or something. Anyways, if this thing can 1.3 60 foot or a bottom 1.4, and I can crank this turbo up and it works, everything survives and whatnot. This turbo, I'll probably need about 25 pounds of boost, and hopefully it continues to make power and hold and all that stuff, but we'll test that stuff at the track because 11 pounds is already too much for the street. So we are going to be turning the boost up at the track. And yeah, I'm so excited, guys. This is super cool. This turbo works amazing. Just taking a look at it. I don't know what else I can really update you guys on, other than people are really making me angry lately because I have posted a few of my cars for sale. I posted the Del Sol for like $3 grand, 3,200, and I posted the CRX for sale for 2,500. People are hesitant on buying my cars because they're cheap, and they think that something must be wrong because they're cheap. Same with my scooter. I bought a Honda Metropolitan like a month or two ago for 250 bucks. I fixed it and I reposted it for 750. And people, there was a guy literally that messaged me yesterday and he says, everybody's selling theirs for 1,000. Yours is only 750. There must be something wrong. And I'm like, no, dude, like there's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, I don't know. But I would like to sell some of these cars because I currently own 6 or 7 cars, which is too many. I want to get rid of some of them, get some money in my pocket so we can put more time into the purple car and all the other stuff. I just haven't really been taking on a lot of projects of my own lately because there's just no ambition for me to do it because there's just so many other cars here right now. I need to slim the herd. If you guys are interested in the Del Sol or the CRX, I'll give you a smoking deal. Obviously, 2,500 bucks for a pretty clean CRX with a built B20 VTEC in it. Literally, it's a built engine. H-beam rods, high compression pistons, dual valve springs in the head, B16 transmission, lightweight flywheel, stage 5 clutch, a bunch of stuff. The Deli is the same scenario. It has a built engine, turbo kit, everything, goes 1240. Like, this thing is ready to rip, guys. And look at these rear quarters. They're like perfect. Perfect rear quarter. The trunk is a different color, but whatever. It just seems like around here it's really hard to sell Hondas lately for some reason. I feel like I've had the CRX for sale for over a month at 2,500 bucks and nobody's bid. Like, can you guys believe that? Kind of crazy. Oh, check out the other rear quarter on the Deli. Mint. This thing is really clean body, other than just a little couple touch-ups that it needs. Like the paint on the trunk, and then I have a new rear bumper for it, or a new front bumper, and yeah, needs a door handle and a hood cable if you are worried about it, because the hood cable kind of just dances through the front here. Yeah, I'd like to just get rid of these 2 cars so I can focus on these 2 cars in my CRV, and then obviously I have my truck and I have 2 scooters currently. So yeah, if you guys know of anybody that wants to buy either of these cars, send them my way. And yeah, if you guys want injectors, hit me up. I got a bunch of flex fuel injectors in stock, so if anybody needs a set of 1,000cc injectors for your Honda, that's another good thing that you guys could pick up. If you need 8 of them, you'll have to buy 2 sets of 4 on the website if you're trying to use them for a V8. But yeah, injectors are pretty much in stock, ready to go. That's another thing too, is a lot of people are, they kind of get sketched out by buying the injectors because, oh, they're cheap. But that's one thing with me that I've learned. Cheap can work.